pause, had to put the phone down. People do me so wrong, falling out of love now. Life move fast, so I'm always on the go now. That's just how it goes. Living life out on the road. Running out of real love, gave it all away.
It's me, SimbaTv. Bang! What is good, YouTube fam? It's your boy Simba back here again with another reaction video for you guys today. For today's reaction video, we got 20 strangest gas station moments of all time. Let's jump up in it.
Strange things happen in gas stations all across the world all the time.
Was this man trying to put gas in a Tesla? Man, I'm telling you, natural selection, need to come for these people because that's crazy.
Gasoline antics to parking escapades and even unexpected romances, these moments will have you in stitches. Today we'll dive into some of these crazy moments and gas station comedy events that will leave you laughing out loud. Join us as we have a look at 20 of the strangest gas station moments of all time. Number 20. Person washes their car with gasoline. In one of the most strangest pieces of footage that you'll ever see.
No fucking way. There's no way, bro. There's no way. There's no way. Come on, bro. Are you kidding me right now? First of all, these gas prices are high. So you just wasted at least $100 there, like off tops. Let's just say that. Second of all, girl, you gonna drive off and blow up. Like, boy, that engine get hot, that motherfucker gonna catch fire or something, man. One little cigarette light up, your whole career is gone. You checking out. You're checking out, okay?
Anywhere on the internet, this middle-aged looking woman is seen in what looks to be a gas station. She has in her hands the nozzle fixed to the gas pump and seems to be washing her car with petrol. Someone beside her begins to scream, but strangely the woman is not moved. Instead, she begins laughing. As it turns out, the liquid was not petrol, rather it was water. It would be a prank that was set up by a TikToker who obviously did it to spook their followers. Number 9.
See, I hate pranks like that. That's not a prank, bro. That's stupid. Like, I would have been pissed, bro. That's not funny. That's not funny at all. Like,
teen. Hilarious Tesla fail. In a classic case of Tesla-induced confusion, a man strides confidently into a gas station, leaving one to assume that he's after a bag of chips or even perhaps a cold drink. But here's the kicker, he parks his Tesla right next to the gas pump. With a mission in mind, he gets down to business, fiddling with the pump's configuration, and confidently reaches for the nozzle. What follows next is pure comedy gold as he embarks on a side-splitting journey of discovery, meticulously searching for the elusive gas cap. With a mixture of disbelief and amusement, one could only imagine the thoughts racing through his mind. Perhaps Tesla's autopilot technology did not include the find the gas cap option, or maybe he just missed the memo on all of its electric vehicle fueling strategy. Ultimately, it becomes evident that with one quick glance at the owner's manual, it might have spared him an embarrassing moment. Number 18. A gas station worker sprays a customer with a fire extinguisher. Everyone knows what could happen when you smoke in a highly flammable area, and only a few places can be more flammable than a gas station, which explains why this gas station worker could not contain his rage. After a car had pulled into the station, the driver got out, and then he lit a cigarette, bizarrely beginning to smoke. The person...
Hold on, man. Look, I know you don't care about your life. You feel me? Like, hey, that's your life. That's your life. Alright? I get it. You don't want to care about your life. That's cool with me. But don't put my life in danger. You pull up smoking, bro, to a gas station. What? Who is raising y'all? Like, can we have a talk with y'all parents? Like, who is raising y'all? because y'all are stupid. Did y'all not pay, like, did y'all not ever go to school? Y'all never, like, what did, that's common sense, bro. Like,
now in a fit of rage, stomps over to the side of the gas pump, unhinged the mandatory fire extinguisher, and then sprayed it, not at the cigarette itself, but all over the person who was smoking it, leaving him and his car
like,
in a satisfying
I'm just trying
cloud
to get
of
some
carbon
gas,
dioxide.
bro. I ain't come here for
The
this.
attendant's rage is valid because the entire place could have easily exploded and killed everyone on the
Yeah.
spot. On the smoker's part, it's really difficult to understand how you would choose, of all places, a gas station to smoke. I guess some people are just simply weird. Number 17.
Stupid.
Gas station fails to leave you in stitches. This features not one clip, but
I
a
never
series of
understood
funny
that.
gas
Never
station
understood
moments
it.
that are guaranteed to make you laugh. Have you ever wondered what would happen if you tried to drive off from the gas station with the nozzle still stuck to your car? Well, I guess the driver of this car found out, as the nozzle got damaged from the pressure and the car's owner was stuck in some debt. This other driver ignored all the warnings from the car behind it as it tried to drive off with the nozzle still in the...
I don't know. I never understood it because I stand outside when I'm pumping my gas. Like, I don't go in my car and, like, sit and, you know, like, I know a lot of people do, but I don't because I never want to forget that I'm pumping gas. And even the sole fact that you're forgetting that you're pumping gas, like, you might have some kind of, like, memory loss because there's no way you should forget something of that nature. Like, you're pumping gas, bro. Like, you get on a phone call and your girl call you and she cussing you out and you drive off, like, with the... Nah, I never understood how it happens. And Lord forbid, I'm going to knock on some wood. I hope it doesn't happen to me because I don't want those issues.
in the tank, but fortunately neither the car nor the pump was damaged. And you probably would have thought that it was impossible to drive away from the station with the nozzle still in your tank, but this car would be spotted on the highway with a broken nozzle dangling from the gas tank. A gas station attendant tries to prevent the same from happening here by chasing the car as it drives off with the nozzle still in its tank, but the driver doesn't seem to notice until the pressure forces the pump to fall flat on its face. I guess the alternative to dragging the nozzle along with you on the highway is to try and drag the entire fuel pump itself. In perhaps the most hilarious of all the clips in this series of fails, a woman is seen trying to put fuel into her Tesla, and the video is even more hilarious because she seems to be genuinely confused as to where the gas cap is, moving the nozzle around aimlessly, and that's why it's important to read the manual. The woman is seen trying to change her underwear in the gas station.
Hey, what the hell? What the hell? I'm trying to talk about the Tesla thing. You over here changing your underwear, you freak. Don't buy a car. You don't know what the car is. You don't know how to, like, and they should tell you at the dealership. Like, at Tesla should be like, hey, yo, just to let you know, like, this is electric. You know, like, someone should be telling these people before they start driving, like, doesn't even Tesla tell them on the stream? I think it says, like, pull up to a charging station or something like that. Like, it has to. There's no way. These people probably just stupid. Yeah, you know what? They just stupid. Yeah. And this lady is weird and should be a sex offender because you shouldn't be changing your underwear in broad daylight at a gas station. Like, if you gonna change in your car, pull up to an empty parking lot and change. Like, you know, like, stay in your car and change. I know you had some backseat car sex before. Like, I know you know how to get yourself all pretty back there. Like, just pull up to an empty parking lot, get in that back seat, and change. Like, don't go to a gas station and be like, oh, well, shit, let me just go ahead and change my underwear. Like, you freak-ass individual.
If it's impossible to fuel your Tesla in a gas station, at least you can make the place your changing room. And finally, this clip shares an important lesson in inclusion, which humanity can learn from, as a bear confidently walks into a California gas station to do some shopping. The story made the rounds in the American media, and this was chiefly because the bear weighed over 230 kilos, and the gas station had just one employee who could do nothing but watch as its VIP customer shopped majestically around the store. Number 16. Naked woman walks into a store in Russia. In Russia, one of the strangest things happened when a woman walked into a convenience store for a drink. She was completely naked.
Bro,
to make
what's
it even
up with
more
these
strange,
people?
a man walked behind her, filming her every move. It would later be discovered.
I mean, that's even creepier. Why you just walking behind me filming my every move? Like, unless it's... See, man, this is the world we live in, bro. The world we live in. It like, I feel like she probably doing that shit for like OnlyFans or something like that. Like, you freak ass individuals. Like, y'all should be locked up. Y'all should be locked up, man. Doing stuff like this. Like, what's wrong with y'all?
Discovered that she had lost a bet with some friends, and the man who was filming her wasn't just any man. He was one of the most renowned judges in the area. The matter would be investigated, and eventually the judge was relieved of his position on the bench, despite pleading not guilty to the claims that were brought against him. Number 15. Another car drives off with the nozzle dangling from its gas tank. In a scene straight out of a slapstick comedy, a car just coming from a gas station decided that it was in a hurry, or perhaps a bit too excited to leave. Oblivious to the drama unfolding behind the wheel, the driver accelerated away from the pump, blissfully unaware that they had a rather unexpected passenger hitching a ride. Meanwhile, the man in the car behind can be seen capturing the unfolding spectacle on his camera. His disbelief is understandable, and honestly, who could blame him? It's not every day that you witness a vehicle dragging a gas pump nozzle on the open road like an unwilling party guest. Number 14. Gas station or disco? Here we have a guy chilling out in a gas station, and at first, he's got that whole bored out of my mind vibe going on. You know the look, standing around, not much happening, probably waiting for his car to get its fill. But then out of nowhere, something switches. It's as though he was hit with the dance bug or something. Suddenly, he's busting out moves like there's no tomorrow. Now, I can't say for sure, but perhaps the gas prices took a nosedive, and that was his cue to celebrate.
Man.
Who needs a dance floor when you've got a gas station? Number 13. This wasn't supposed to happen. An older guy at a gas station was just trying to fill up his car like any regular day, but things began getting a bit wild as he's pumping his gas. The liquid that's supposed to be going into his car begins acting as though it has a mind of its own. It's like a wild hope.
Oh, Lord, I see what you do for other people. The way I would have sued that damn gas station. What? Danger, danger. Y'all put me at risk to die. Like, if y'all trying to set me on fire, boy. Ooh. No, no, no.
Spraying all over the place. But here's the weird part. We're not even sure if it's water or actual gas that's going haywire. Is it a quirky prank? Is it just a crazy pump malfunction? Who really knows? It's one of those wait what moments that leaves you scratching your head and wondering if you've just stumbled into a sitcom episode. Gas stations aren't usually known for their fountain shows, but this one takes the cake. Number 12. Yet another car drives off while the nozzle is in the tank. A couple pulled up at a gas station like any other day. The woman takes charge of filling the tank while the man stays put behind the wheel. She then gets down to business. The bonnet is open, one car door is open, and the nozzle is in the tank. But that's when the unthinkable happens. The car begins moving. Perhaps the man accidentally hit the gas pedal, and the car begins its slow and surprising roll forward. Meanwhile, the woman is still locked in her fueling mission, probably wondering why the ground beneath her suddenly feels as though it's on the move. But before she knows it, she's being dragged along with the car, nozzle in hand.
Why is the car not off? And why aren't you in park? Like, I have so many questions. Like, that shouldn't even be a thing. Like, that should not be a thing. Park your car, turn it off, get out, feel. Wait for her to be out. And first of all, you wrong, man. You wrong because you supposed to be pumping the gas. She's supposed to be in the car. You feel me? At least that's how my mom taught me, because I'm a real nice gentleman.
It's like a scene from a quirky movie. Thankfully, her quick thinking kicks in and she begins yelling at the man until he finally snaps out of his unintentional getaway plan and hits the brakes. A gas station employee then offers to help fill the tank instead. Crisis averted. Or not,
And now he's
because
leaving
suddenly
without
the
she
car
even-
begins to drive off again,
What's-
leaving the gas
what's
station
wrong with
employee
him?
in stitches. Number 11. Car drives off on its own at gas station. Now here's a wild one for you. A guy rolls up to the gas station, it's just another pit stop, except that he's not doing the usual fuel up routine. Oh no, he's got a jerry can in hand as he steps out of the car. And there he goes, nozzle in hand, attempting to fill that canister up. But his car has a mind of its own. It begins moving slowly but surely away from the place where he had parked it. And guess what? The guy's totally clueless about the unexpected getaway. He doesn't even look back, but the car keeps on rolling, crossing the station, headed straight into a patch of bushes. Luckily, the bushes play hero and stop the car from taking its escapade onto the busy highway. But here's the bizarre part. Either people begin sprinting after the rogue car before the guy looks up from his jerry can and notices that it's gone. It remains a picture of calm, like he's seen this show before. He doesn't even flinch,
He for
like
sure
this
been
isn't
through
the
that
first
before.
rodeo with a runaway car.
Right, he for sure
Why
done
bother
that
yourself
before.
when you can just let the bushes stop your car? I guess the guy is at peace with nature. Number 10. A comedy of errors at a gas station. A woman pulled up at a gas station hoping to fill up her tank and be on her way, but things then took a hilarious turn. As she's getting that gas flowing, she must have had her mind on a million other things, because she's almost ready to hit the road again, with the gas pump still attached to her car, and that's when she drives off. However, she soon realizes and slams on the brakes, reverses, and comes back to detach the pump. It's not a crisis averted yet because it gets even more funny. Now that the pump's off, she heads back to her car, only to be greeted by a new challenge. Her keys are then locked inside.
Oh,
It's like a comedy of errors.
You're just
Cue
having
the
a
gas station
shitty
hero.
day.
An employee steps up to the plate with some quick thinking. He climbed into her car through the back and retrieves her keys. Number 9.
She was having a
Woman
shitty
tries
day.
to park 3 times and fails. This woman rolls up to the gas station to fill up.
Bro, I seen this on TikTok. This was the funniest thing to me, bro. This was so hilarious to me because it was like, bro, all you had to do was pull up and just crank that wheel. Just crank that wheel. You would have been good, bro. You did a 4-point turn, like
Up her tank, but then faces a challenge, parking the car on the right side of the gas tank. She tries once, and let's say it's a bit off target. She then tries again, but it becomes yet another close call with no cigar moment, and by the third try, you would think that she's got it in the bag, because the third time's a charm, right? Well, no, not quite. It gets even better, though. The woman's attempts might be driving everyone a bit bonkers, but the duo in the other car, they're cracking jokes, encouraging her, and being frustrated for her. Finally, she gets it right on the 4th try, and everyone celebrates. Number 8. More gas station fails. 3 similar scenarios of women attempting to drive off with a gas station pump still in their gas tank. Number 7. Another Tesla in an unnatural habitat. Another Tesla adventure unfolded at this gas station. The driver pulls her Tesla in to fuel up her electric vehicle. With determination in her eyes, she steps out of her sleek Tesla, looking around like a modern-day explorer. But what's she looking for? Well, you guessed it, that would be the gas cap. She keeps on pressing buttons, hoping to reveal the elusive cap, but instead, the car's trunk pops open like it's got a surprise of its own to share. It's like a magic show gone wrong right there at the gas station.
shout out to him. He let
Undeterred,
her
she
know,
soldiers on, still on the hunt for that pesky cap. But here's the hero we all need. A gas station employee comes to the rescue. With a knowing smile, they probably say something like, "You're looking in the wrong place." So what's the moral of the story? Well, it's a lesson that we've all heard 1,000 times. Reading the owner's manual is like having a secret cheat sheet to avoid the unexpected. Number 6. Parking on the right side of the gas pump. Parking your car on the correct side of the gas pump so that you can fuel up would sound simple, right? Well, not for everyone, I suppose. Certainly not for the woman in this clip. She makes her first attempt, and it's like the car has a mind of its own. It ends up on the wrong side.
I don't know if all gas pumps are like this, but I go to Costco and you can like pull that thing to the other side, you know? But I never do it because I feel like it just looks stupid. Like let's keep it a buck. It just looks stupid when I could just pull up to the right side of my car that my gas tank is on and fill up. Like, I don't know, like doing it it seems like a hassle. It seems like a lot, you know?
Now there are no worries because she's got this. On the second try, the car's still playing games with her and she parks on the wrong side again. It's like a wacky dance routine, but with a car instead of partners. By the ending of the clip, she still hasn't gotten it right, but I hope that she eventually found the right place. Number 5. 12-year-old boy robs a convenience store. Now, I'm sure that one of the first questions on your mind would be, why would a 12-year-old boy try to rob a gas station? Well, you would probably be surprised to know that he even had a gun. The CCTV footage begins with the cashier attending to a man from behind the counter, and behind the man, the boy is seen reaching into his bag, carefully pulling out a weapon without being seen by anyone around him. As the other customer moves away from the counter, the boy quickly waves his gun and fires into the air.
Nah, that's crazy. And you can tell he probably never shot a gun, owned a gun. Like, what are you doing, bro? You just ruined your whole life. Your whole life is going to trash, man. You just signed your own ticket to felony, bro. You going straight to prison. Like, Jesus.
Quickly, the cashier moves towards the cash register and hands him a bag. The paper bag contained over $3,000 in cash. The boy collects it and quickly finds his way out of the store, but as it turns out, he was apprehended by the police only 5 minutes after, and the money would be returned. No one could find out anything about his identity or even the rest of the case due to his status as a minor. Number 4. Stealing is wrong, but some thieves make it look interesting. This took place in the summer of 2022 at a gas station in Houston, but instead of heading to the gas pump to fill its tank, it simply parks at the spot some distance away from the pump. It then stays there for a while before finally driving away. The gas station attendant felt that it was weird behavior, but since the driver didn't seem to be doing anything out of place, they didn't pay much attention to it. The next day, the same thing occurs. The van drives to the gas station, parks in the same spot, stays there, and then drives off. It repeated this for up to 4 days, and at that point, attendants decided to pay more attention.
Well, yeah.
They would investigate, and their findings were some of the most shocking ever. It turns out that the van wasn't merely parking in a random place for each of those 4 days, but instead it was a calculated move. The spot had an uncovered manhole through which petrol was being deposited in the underground tanks. And so, the driver parked there, zapped petrol from the tanks into his van for 4 days. It turns out the van had stolen 3,700 liters of petrol that was worth over 8,000 British pounds. Despite best efforts by management of the store and the police, the perpetrator could not be identified. Number 3.
That's crazy, bro.
Newly opened gas station comes up with crazy marketing campaign. When you launch a new business in a highly competitive niche, it's normal to want to find creative marketing campaigns to draw some attention to your business. Some businesses give out discounts, some hand out gifts, but this newly opened station in Ukraine took their brainstorming for a creative marketing campaign almost beyond normal. For their big idea, the gas station offered a free full tank of gas to every woman who showed up at the station clad in a bikini. Perhaps they hadn't counted on word getting around so fast for the offer, because very soon, the place was a beach crawling with thousands of women who thronged the place in bikinis looking to claim their own share of the gas. The funniest part, even men showed up in their underwear. Now granted, this marketing gimmick cost the station thousands of euros, but they also gained an incredible amount of social capital as they became a household name in the area. Sometimes you gotta give
That's a wild promotion.
Number 2, romance and drama find common ground. This next clip begins with a number of police highway patrol cars chasing a motorcycle.
I've seen this.
The chase goes on for quite a while until ending up in a gas station. Police will then quickly surround the motorcycle.
I've seen this. Like, it was all a plot for him to propose to his girlfriend, which, I'm sorry, but, like, if I'm in, like, if I'm in a relationship with someone and they prank me in that sense to fucking ask me to marry them or whatever, I'm gonna look at you like you're dumb, bro. Like, cause that's not funny, bro. That's not, she over here thinking he about to go to jail, probably gonna get beat, something. I don't know. Like, she's probably thinking the worst case scenario, bro. And then you're like, oh, well, would you marry me? Like, bro, that's not funny. That's not funny. That's not funny at all.
Cyclist pointing their tasers at him,
Not
and while
cute.
he knelt
That's
on
not
the ground with
romantic.
his
That's
hands raised in
nothing.
surrender, a crowd had gathered around to watch. The next thing we see is a woman, who appears to be the motorcyclist's girlfriend, stepping in and standing between the man and the police. Policemen were yelling something at her, but she never left. She looked quite surprised that her boyfriend had been chased like a criminal, and most likely wanted to know what was going on. As she did that, the motorcyclist behind her had gotten on one knee, and wouldn't you believe it, it was all staged for a marriage proposal. He brings out an engagement ring, and the lady couldn't
Stupid.
believe her eyes.
Stupid.
She immediately
And
begins
you're
to
stupid.
cry. The crowd begins to clap,
That's
and
the
even the
stupid-
policemen start.
That's the stupidest proposal ever. Stupidest proposal ever. I'm sorry. It is. It is to me. It's stupid. How do you explain that to your kids? Your dad proposed to me. Well, you know, he a 2-time felon, and you know, he pretended like the cops was chasing him, and they got at the gas station. When I got there, I was just scared to death. I didn't know what was. I thought I was never gonna see him again, and then he proposed to me on this gas station. Like, that is just, I'm sorry, it's stupid. It's dumb. It's dumb.
laughing and urging her to say yes. Who would have thought all of this was just for a proposal? It's complete nonsense, but definitely one of the most dramatic marriage proposals of all time. Number 1. Gas station employee hits the jackpot. Now, I've saved the best for last. In one of the most incredible gas station moments in history, a gas station employee in a small American town played the lottery and won an unbelievable $258 million.
Jeez.
A reporter with her camera crew was at the station where he worked to cover a story when the news broke, incidentally catching the moment on camera. This moment would become etched in history as a mere gas station employee had simply become a millionaire overnight, right in front of live television cameras. However, it seemed as though he would have preferred to remain anonymous. And there you have it, a journey through the wackiest, most bizarre, and downright hilarious gas station moments ever captured.
Some of these, man, some of these made my blood just boil. People are stupid. If you guys like this video, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button for me. Thank you guys for commenting, sharing, and subscribing. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace.